by the hoops, for the people, by the people, for the culture.
Peace, Jumbo. Welcome to the Vader Hoops podcast right here on Black Power Media Reloaded. My name is Fernando Cardenas, aka International XB. I am your host. This is episode number 70. Before I introduce today's guests, please make sure you follow us on Instagram at Vader Hoops Podcast. Please make sure you like this video. Make sure you are subscribed to Black Power Media and share this video. Please share it with your friends. If you can, support on Patreon or via PayPal. This is the Vader Hoops Podcast, 100% independent, for the people, by the people, for the culture. And today is for the real hip hoppers. It's for the lovers of the culture. And if you are that, then I'm sure our guests are no strangers to you. Today we're talking about Darth Vader, the new album from Eloh Kush Sol Messiah. Eloh Kush is a legendary MC from Angels Inc., straight out of Jersey, New Brunswick to be exact. And it's the second time we're blessed to have him on the Vader Hoops podcast. And Sol Messiah is a legendary producer straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. And it is truly an honor to have them on the show. Eloh Kush. Peace, brother. Peace. Welcome back to the Vader Hoops podcast. How you doing?
Doing excellent. Thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate you, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you coming back, man. Second time around. It's an honor to have you, man.
Honor to be here, beloved.
No doubt, man. So the first time, man, I had you came through with the brother Jahbaton.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Album.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
The Maroons album, man. That's fire.
Yeah,
that was episode 35 for anybody, for the listeners. Make sure you check it out. I'm gonna put the link down in the description for everybody to check that one out. You know, it was back. I was doing a 3-part series for 50 years of hip hop, man. We had you on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All 3 episodes were solid too.
No doubt. Appreciate it. So now, back around, man. Coming through with this brand new album, Darth Vader. You know what I mean? It dropped November 1st.
Yes.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it. You linked up with the God Soul Messiah.
Indeed.
You know, talk to me a little bit about that. How'd that connection come about, man?
It's like it's like sound travels, man. You know, like what they do and what I do, it connected. We know a plethora of different people in different ciphers, but we've never actually met before at the time.
Right.
And it was just a mutual respect for the work that he does with Cyrock and the work he does individually, and the respect I have for both of them. And he told me the same, like, I'm a big, tapped into what you do. And what you do is what I do. I just do it sonically. You know what I'm saying? And that revolution sound had to be, it was a instantaneous boom, you know what I'm saying? Like it was great chemistry.
Yeah.
So we played phone tag for a second, and then we talked about what we wanted to do. We set our intent. We dealt with the law of application and law of attraction, invoked all 3, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? Like we made it happen.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, you speak about the chemistry, man. We could definitely hear that throughout the album. You know what I mean? The chemistry is there, and definitely, I love Soul Messiah's work as well, man. You know, he's legendary producer, man. You know, when we talking hip hop, it's fire. So Darth Vader, man, talk to me a little bit about that, the title. How'd that come about? What you mean when you say Darth Vader?
Darth Vader, it came about. Throwing darts is a style, first of all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're just saying you're spitting.
Yeah.
But in this version of DART, it's just an acronym for me in my head. It stands for Divine Art, Righteous Truth. You know what I'm saying? And Vader is one that leads. You know what I'm saying? A Vader, That's why in the Star Wars thing they call him Dark Vader. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's leader of the dark side. But
Mm.
the Vader is we leading with the truth. You know what I'm saying? With the hip hop form of we smashing on all devilishment, smashing on everything, anything that's oppressive, anything that has an agenda against the true and living is what I'm shooting the fair one with. That's what I'm aiming at. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I'm aiming also to change the minds of the actual consumer and the people that are actually digesting music at the rate that they are right now. Take your time with something. Take your time. Let it build up. You know what I'm saying? Let the music really marinate. But in order to do that, I have to be a Vader. I got to lead. I got to show and prove it. So that's exactly what it's doing right here.
Word up, man. Yeah, anytime, I think one of the reasons this album is so dope is because anytime a great MC comes together, with a great producer, and they do the whole project together, not just, one track here, one track there, they do an entire project. I always think that's super dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes on a life of its own, you know what I mean? And it's
Absolutely.
just it's just something special. And that's what y'all was able to do on this project, man. Talk to me before I want to break down, the track list and all that, but before we do that, talk to me about the creative process a little bit. Like, was you how did you work that? Was you first writing and then listening to certain beats? Did it go the other way around? How'd you get the inspo? All of that, man.
Well, initially he's based in Atlanta and I'm based in New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Mm.
So it started off as like an email talk. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, and what was really unique about this is that he hit it right on the mark. The
Mm.
first couple ones, it's like, all right, we're gonna do some work together. Let's see. I think because he has such a plethora of experience, such a great body of work, along with myself, but as a producer,
Yeah.
I think he was really trying to see where I was at. What's my work ethic? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
Yeah.
where I was at. Because I hear this from producers all the time that they will send the artist some beats and they be sitting for years on beats.
Yeah.
You
Dudes is
know, and
slacking. They not sending shit
yeah,
back.
exactly. And creativity to me is a pocket.
Mm.
And I think once you say to the atmosphere and to the universe that yo, I'm gonna do something, then you're now responsible, or you now have to respond to your ability the best way you can.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I was just like, yo, I seen what it was. Then I said, you know what? Let me go full fledged at this. Let me go give it my all right now. Let me give it every drop of me I got right now. And just going back and forth and delivering and delivering and delivering. And it was just such at a rapid pace. He was like, damn, all right. And you can hear it more like, all right, let me give him a little bit of this. Like he's switching this up and like, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like throwing this
Okay.
subject matter beat, throwing this, and I was just giving it right back to him. Everything I got. I literally poured myself into this creative process all the way. Like
Mm.
I gave it my all.
That's what's up, man. So what was the first track? What was the first track y'all did?
The first thing we started working on was Darth Vader, if my
Oh,
memory is correct. It
okay.
really came out like that. That was the first joint. Um,
That's what's up.
and sometimes when I go back and I play the album or I listen or I get questions from good brothers like yourself,
Mm.
it's almost like going like quantum leaping back in time. You know what I'm saying? Like to try to pinpoint the five W's of the creative process. You know what I'm saying? And at times it's difficult, but sometimes it's fresh. But yeah, Darth
Mm-mm.
Vader was definitely the
Man,
first joint.
that's fire. That's fire. All right, let's break it down, man. Y'all got 15 tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
15 tracks, man. That's not no small album. Let's break it down. Talk to me about each track, man, a little bit. Break them down a little bit. So we got first track is 93 million miles.
93 million miles, brother.
What's that about?
That's the distance from Earth to the sun, man. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like that's the science of in the nation of the gods and the earth, man. Like that's the
word.
that's Soul Messiah showing you that like we the sun, we shine regardless of what,
Mm,
and and we spreading our light down. That's that divine, all righteous truth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We leading with that light that's coming.
no
Light
doubt.
is symbolic of information. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And this is God hop. You know what I mean? Hip hop for God
yeah.
hop. We
Word.
putting that on new wop, and we putting
Mm-hmm.
that high science back in the art form. We destroying that degradation of of the monotony of the same little carnal desire that everyone has about music. So that's what he was just separating. That was just us separating ourselves from the corporate, demonic, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm
The
saying? Like,
machine, yeah.
yeah.
No
We out
doubt,
of here.
man.
We
Necessary.
friends.
That's
We
necessary,
friends.
without a doubt, man. So second track is straight up Darth Vader. You know what I
Darth
mean?
Vader.
We just spoke about it, you know, and it's fire. It got a video to it too. I'm
Oh yeah,
definitely
shout
gonna,
out to Tommy Nova. Shout out to
yeah.
Tommy Nova in the A. East Point
Mm-hmm.
to be exact. East Point GA, shout out to Tommy Nova. He came through and laced that. That was crazy.
Word up. Yeah. I'm gonna put the link down in the description for that video as well. Make sure y'all go check it out. Where was that at? Where'd y'all film that at, man? You and Soul Messiah was vibing in the video. Where was
I
that
was
at?
in I was in East Point, Georgia, East Point, Atlanta,
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia, in East Point. We were down there. It's actually a very busy day because that was the same day we were shooting some scenes for Cyrock's video as well too.
Word. Yeah, I did see you in that video. Yep.
Amazing
Yeah.
Grace, yeah, Amazing
Yeah.
Grace. Shout out
That's
to
fine.
Cyrock, my sis.
Yeah. Much respect, man. She's
He was
she's
down
so
there
she's
getting
one of the
busy.
dopest out there, man. I love South Rock, man.
You know, Cyrock is a assassin on that mic and on stage. Like, yo,
Without a
come with
doubt.
it. Come with it if you're coming in the realm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fire. So, all right. So, third track, we got Black Prodigy. Also, y'all
Mm.
also shot a video for that featuring Left Two Guns and Jahbaton. We talked about the brother
Jahbaton,
Jahbaton. He killed it on that track, man. Shout out
Angel
to
Flesh.
Jahbaton, man. Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah, Black Prodigy was just in, if you hear it, those are both of my comrades for many years. Jahbaton is part of my Angels Inc. crew.
Mm-hmm.
We all one group, as you know, but we also form Maroons inside of the group. Um, but and Left Guns is a comrade and a brother for years too, one of the best on the microphone that I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Really does his thing. Um, we just, when Soul Messiah sent that beat to me, I was just like, wow. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
this is part in the doggy dog in the back, man. He just,
it's all
he was
good.
barking and yelling yapping. I'm
It's
in
all
nature,
good.
man. It's a beautiful day today, brother.
I see, man. I see. That's what's
Um,
up. I got to make it
um,
out to Jersey, man, because out
oh
here
yeah,
is
we got you. Whenever you come out here, we got you, man.
no doubt. Appreciate it.
It's a really uncanny day to be November in
Yeah,
Jersey. You know what I'm
word
saying?
up.
Like, it's warm out here. That's hot, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Prodigy was just I felt like when I first heard the beat, I was like, okay, this is dope. It feels like some Mozart, like some type of Beethoven, something like starting off like
Mm-hmm.
like that old,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what I had in my head. And then when the hook came in like that, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that he knew that I was gonna say that. Like
Yeah.
that's mind detect mind.
Mm.
And I said, and I wrote my verse immediately, wrote it right on the spot, bang. As soon as I opened the email, I listened one time, then I went back and started writing. I let the inspiration come out.
Then,
But then I was like, yo, I want to have some three different distinct voices and styles on here, And I got my man Left Guns and I got Jahbaton on there,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was really dope.
Yeah.
Just expressing ourselves as the prodigies and what are we prodigies of in our art form. Each one of us gave a detailed, synopsis of that.
Yeah. That's definitely one of my favorite tracks on there, man.
Thank you,
Black
brother.
Prodigy is super dope. You got carved initials after that, featuring Supreme Cerebral.
Oh
Talk to
man.
me about that.
Carved initials is just that. Like when you hear the hook, like the people tell me, the feedback I'm getting from that is phenomenal. I'm just hooking up with my Clark Connoisseur brother, man, Supreme. Make sure you go check Clark Connoisseurs 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy. It's out right now everywhere.
Yup.
But yeah, man, me and Supreme and I have a great brotherhood. We have a great music relationship and just a great rapport, period.
Mm.
And in creating music with him is as easy as blinking. The name of the track is Carved Initials because that's what I heard when the hook comes in. That's why
Okay.
I was saying EKSC you know what I'm saying? I was just saying Eloh Kush, Soul Messiah, Supreme Cerebral.
Mm.
EKSC SMEK. So that was just me kicking up like that. That's
Violent.
why we're
Yeah.
saying carved initials, carving our initials into whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like
Okay.
It's like you on the bench with a shorty or something.
No
You
doubt.
just carve
Boom,
your
boom.
names in there. It's forever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Track number 5, Ghost in My Head, featuring
Yeah,
Glorious.
yeah. My brother Glorious, man. My brother Glorious. That's my brother Angels in INC too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I'm, I'm being completely raw and truthful in this. Ghost in My Head is a testament in the ode to our ancestors that we lost. You know what I'm saying? And that
Mm.
probably it was probably the hardest track to record for me,
Mm.
but the easiest because it just came out. I didn't really think too much about that. I just poured my soul out, you know what I'm saying? Like poured myself.
I hear it.
When the beat came, I was like, damn, what am I gonna say? And when it comes in with the miss you was here, like you know what I'm saying? Wish you was here is what the hook says. And then you just go in and just spill your brains out, man. Like spill your heart out, man. So it's not like it is a form of therapy for such, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Ghost in My Head, man. You know.
One of the highlights, man. One of the highlights of this album, but without question, the hardest track for me to record.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Rising power, man, to all of our ancestors, you know.
Word is bond.
No doubt. So then we got God Maneuvers featuring Science of Life now. The video is out as well, man. And
Video is
that's
out right
fire.
now.
Anytime, I mean you and Science of Life, y'all got a chemistry, y'all got crazy chemistry. Anytime y'all drop something together, it's straight heat. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Y'all been working together for a minute.
Oh yeah.
And yo, I'm a fan, man. Anytime y'all drop something together, it's fire. So
Thank you so much, brother.
yeah, without a doubt, man. So this one was no different. God Maneuvers, the video is crazy too. You, the brothers, Science of Life and Soul Messiah in there. Talk to me about that.
That's really a unique song because that's not the original beat that we recorded to.
Okay.
It's not the original beat. Soul Messiah, such a scientist that he is, man. He had a beat, and the beat was hard, and we went in. It was totally different.
Okay.
But then at the last minute, he called the audible. He was like, "Yo, nah, I hear this." And what's good about working with a legendary producer like Soul Messiah, you
Mm.
have to build trust in what they do. Like he trusts me to do what I do
Yeah.
lyrically and with the pen. Then I have to give him the same type of equality.
Hmm.
So because the song was done. I mean, done. We
Yeah,
finished
yeah, I
it,
hear.
made the verses. I said the verses. I'm like, yo, call my Science of Life comrades. I'm like, yo, this bomb. He was like, word, boom, 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 got the album done. That was actually the last song for the album, the very last song.
Okay.
So when they got the music and they sent it back, I sent it to Soul Messiah. A couple of days later, he called the audible. He was like, yo, I hear something different. And he's like, just trust me. And he pushed the button. And when he sent it back, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even tell that we did not record to that original
Right.
beat.
You can't.
And you can't tell that we have any type of discrepancy whatsoever for that. But it wasn't any discrepancy. It was just like, I trust this producer. I
Yeah.
trust him to do what he do to make me sound great. And that's just like another no-brainer too. It's like our chemistry is so great that it doesn't take a lot of back and forth or talking.
No
And
doubt.
and in the hook you can hear too as well, like how we are so close that we're introducing each other. So basically, the listeners heard this already and everybody's heard this already, but like it was fly how I introduced ID. Then John Robinson, he introduced me and I went second. And then ID introduced JR and he went third. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a fly everything. There go the scientists right there. You
No
heard?
doubt. Yeah, yeah. Peace, peace. Welcome, welcome.
Peace, peace. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
without a
we hear you,
doubt.
beloved.
Word. How y'all?
Hi.
How y'all?
We good.
We
We
up,
good.
family.
How you doing, good brother?
I can't complain. Sorry I'm late, man. I was
You right on
in
time, God.
in
Word
work.
up.
Indeed.
You're literally right on time, God, because we was
Yeah,
just talking about and Fernando, give him that
yeah,
question because
yeah, no
we were
doubt,
talking
man.
about the song God Maneuvers, and I was
Yeah,
telling him how you called the audible, and it was a great audible, and we talking about trust and chemistry in each other. I was telling him how you trust me to do what I do lyrically, and how I trust you to do what you do sonically. So tell him about God Maneuvers. That's what he wants to
Indeed.
know.
But that joint is like, well, first and foremost, I want to say peace. And by the way, I'm Soul Messiah. I know you know, but I'm saying peace. Um, I look at what we do, like Guru and Gangstar, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince. You know what I mean? From the beginning, the producer and MC, the DJ and the MC, and they have to be in unison and think alike and be alike is how we see it. And when we did God Maneuvers, it was like Voltron. It came together correctly. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers, all three of them brothers are serious MCs, and they already brothers. You know what I mean? It's funny because I'm the newest brother. I was just born when it comes to their brotherhood, but I'm the old man in the crew. So, but I seen these brothers, this brother here, and I was like, yo, he literally is what I come from. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to find MCs that do unapologetically conscious lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And it's still fly. You know what I mean? Because you know how it go in the culture. A lot of times, brothers and sisters who do conscious music, it be whack. Yeah, their cousin do the music. That shit sound whack. I hear with us, it's all vets. You know what I mean? It's all professionals. It's like a master class, man. That God Maneuvers, it's like a master class in MCing. And like I think I heard y'all talking about how they introduce each other. You know what I'm saying? That was a masterful idea that Eloh came up with. So I'm loving it, man. It looks so far. And I can't wait for y'all to hear the whole project. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that shirt, by the way. That's my family. I love that shirt.
Guerrilla Republic?
Yeah, that's the crew.
No doubt. Shout out Iz and shout out Rab Love, man.
Rob is down here in Atlantis with us, and that brother, man, they've always taken care of us, man. Like they some soldiers, man.
Word up, yeah. I built Guerrilla Republic Cuba, man, back in Cuba with the help of the brothers, you know. So yeah, definitely, I'm part of the family.
Word. We family then, brother. I should have worn my Guerrilla Republic joint.
Hey, we're gonna hook you up. We gotta hook you up with the Guerrilla Republic Cuba, both of y'all, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Without a doubt.
By the way, I'm coming to Cuba next month. Make sure I get your map.
Man, I'm gonna link you up with my people. I'm in France right now, but definitely, yeah, I'll link you up for sure, man. I'll give you. We'll talk, man. We'll talk without a doubt.
Word.
So we was breaking down the whole track list, man, of the album. Let's move on to number 7. Is Kick Up, man.
Kick Up. I think, you know, as the people, the feedback we've gotten from Kick Up, I think Kick Up it was just me as a testament to the canvas that I was given. It sounds like some type of like a live stage rock and roll. Like it sounds like a live show. And that's all I thought with the drum pattern. And it basically wrote its own self, like the hook and the energy. I was just telling the listener, you know, deal with self-savior. You know what I mean? Like you're back against the wall, come out swinging hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta bring that kundalini out of you. You can't be scared to fight for what your principality is. And that's what I felt, you know? That beat was crazy, Soul Messiah.
Yeah, musically, what's up with that? Kick Up.
That joint is like, when I hear that, it reminds me of, you know, remember, I don't know why, this Above the Clouds with Guru and Inspector Deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that whole, I don't know, it's got that energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could see that joining, but it was just like using the strings and some hard drums. You know what I mean? It's fun. Me, I have fun with what I do. You know what I'm saying? And when I make music, I look at music like I'm a tailor. So if you the subject, you the model, like he got the fly shit, I'm gonna put the fly shit on him. So like if he wears size 33 pants, I can't give him a 36 or a 30. I gotta give him some fly 33 pants, cut just right, falling where it falls, every way that it falls right. That's how I like to do the track when it comes to MCs. I like to lace it and lace them. You know, it's like fly gear. You know what I mean?
That's
you like to show off. So that's what I was trying to do with the beat. So that I still not do too much. So they lay back. So when he ride on it, you know what I'm saying? It's put together dope. It's a nice combo.
Word. Appreciate that. On track number 8, we got Crowns on Tilt. Crowns on Tilt featuring Sashat Ali. Yeah.
So that was like the last minute, not last minute, but that was an idea that was bubbling, and that was crunch time. That's a great piece of art that we added to this already dope presentation. That's my cousin, the poet, Noetic Music Group, Sashat Ali. she's a phenomenal poet, and I felt like the album, it just needed that type of cherry on the top, because the original woman, without her nothing moves. You know what I'm saying? And we
Right.
had to represent for her, and the clock was ticking. So Messiah like, yo, we on the clock, bro. We got to get this done. So I recorded the audio, we got her done, and I sent him just her vocals, and man, he sent back a missile. I mean, when like I said earlier, it's always when you have trust and chemistry with someone, and someone trusts you to do what you do lyrically, you have to show equality. And I trust him totally, eyes closed, like, yo, boom. And he sends me back something that's even, so that was like a mind blowing, man. That beat is phenomenal. I was like, damn, where that beat was at? I should have rhymed on that beat or something like you know
That's
what I mean?
that's because I made it for her voice. I made it as soon as you sent it, so it didn't even exist. I'm always creating. I'm not one of them producers that's sitting around with I do have 1,000 beats, but if somebody come and they want to build, I usually make the beat for them. Like I said, I make you a suit. I made her a dress, a lapa, a head wrap. You know what I'm saying? And laced her up. You know what I'm saying? So she ready.
Peace to God, man. Peace to the earth too. She's a phenom. You're gonna hear more. You're gonna hear more of Sashet Ali coming up very soon. Trust I.
No doubt, man. Listen, when I hear y'all talking about the project, man, you could tell that it's music that comes from the soul, man. You know what I mean? And that's what hip hop is about, man. So I want to say right in the middle of this, I appreciate y'all brothers, man, for doing it like that for the culture.
Word.
No we doubt. Appreciate y'all.
No
everybody
doubt.
Everybody that's brought the album, everybody's buying the merch. We appreciate y'all totally.
Yes. Track number 9, we got Halo Heads. You had to represent with the crew.
Angels Inc. Yeah, that's my crew. That's crew love right there. So I brought my brothers upon what we do. Angels Inc. is a crew, a family of brothers, physical brothers and cousins. That's myself, Eloh Kush, Jah the Gift. We got Glorious, we got Lord Son, and we got Jahbaton on there. You know what I'm saying? And that was another swift and interchangeable thing that the great Houdini scientist Soul Messiah did, man. Like, the beat is rugged. The beat, he flipped it and made it something even better. We had a rugged beat at first. But the scientist went back in the lab, was like, ding, 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 and made it even better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I was like, oh, because when he told me, he was like, yo, I got to switch that. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He said, but don't worry. As calm as the wind. He was like, don't worry, I got it. It's all good. I'm telling you, like, within the hour, or maybe an hour or two, was it later on that night, beloved?
It was about 2 hours.
Email. Yeah, in my email, cracking, mixed.
Yeah, ready.
That's what's up. That's fine, ready, man. That's what's up.
Jimmy on the spot, Lord. We was double dutching. Jimmy on the spot.
Word.
No doubt. Yeah. So, all right. So, track number 10, we got Mark Clark, man. Listen, when I saw the video, man, I had to give you your props for that one, man, because we speak a lot about Fred Hampton, you know what I mean, as we should, but we can never forget Mark Clark, and this, right here, this is the Vader Hoops podcast. We on Black Power Media right now, you know what I mean, and we have the I want to say luxury of having on this platform people like Daruba bin Wahad, you know what I mean, like Jalil Munta King, they've been on this platform multiple times, and it's important for us to give our respect to the Black Panther Party, to the Black Liberation Army, and to the brothers that are still here, and to the ones that are no longer here. So I love that track, man, just for what it stands, what it represents, but also musically, man, it's fire. Can y'all break it down a little bit, man? How the idea come about, doing this track for Mark Clark and the video and all that, man?
So you can kick it off, God, and I'll come in.
Mark Clark you said everything, God. Like, you said everything about Fred Hampton and Mark Clark and all those brothers and sisters that was in that room are extremely important and vital to a piece of who I am and the things we learned coming up. And as you said, Fred Hampton is such a iconic figure and well-deserved of the praise he gets, but Mark Clark was a soldier. Mark Clark was a soldier as well, and he doesn't get enough recognition. I couldn't tell you how I received that download to write that song. I don't even know. I'm being completely honest. But it came, and I received it. but the like the
Yeah.
way Soul Messiah could, oh man. And I felt like, and it was like an ancestral tribal drum or something inside of me that woke me up. And that video was shot by RYP, Rudy Youth Productions, you know what I'm saying? My comrades up here, I Films.
Okay.
And we just kicked it. I just spilled what was inside of me, gave you factology about certain things. And then, you know, I let Soul Messiah put the icing on the cake, like what he did at the end and with the beat.
Yes.
Indeed, I believe in beat changes, but that initial singing that you hear was like a choir. I look at it like an ode to the elders. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, we might not deal with church, but we know it was a big part of our initial fight here in America because it was a gathering place for us. So I wanted to use that singing to kind of be reminiscent of the ancestors singing. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know what I mean? It was a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. That's what I'm saying. A lot of music I do with the God, it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So with that beat, at the end, I switched it and made it so that it's like bells. And you can hear it in the beat, how it switches up. It's like somebody playing the bells. So I played it as to where it's a eulogy, you know what I mean? But then it's also it gives examples of what was going on at the time. They talk about it's got the interviewers talking to police and how they was lying and running game. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was dope. It was a testament to that brother who is an unsung hero. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt. Yeah. Very, very much necessary, man. Appreciate that one. Like you said, Eloh, like when you say like it just came to you, I'm not surprised. Everything is where it needs to be as far as that track.
I tell you, a lot of when we shot that video, when we were shooting the video, and also the afterwards of the response has been phenomenal. People are writing and saying Mark Clark, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause when I hear Brother J, or I hear Tragedy Gaddafi, or I hear Wise Intelligent, these brothers, when I heard them when I was younger, it was like hieroglyphics. I had to go back. They'll say a name and I would go research and get that information and bring it to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like in God Hop and in Nuwap, we have a duty to teach the uncivilized. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach, but we also got a head nod. You know what I mean? We ain't putting you to sleep.
That's right.
And I think Mark Clark was like one of the best things. I'm glad I received that download. Let me just say that.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Appreciate that. Pheromones featuring Cyrock and Lord's Son. Pheromones. Excuse me.
Yeah. It's all good. Oh man, that's another one of these beats. That's another one of these songs that this is a enjoyable song, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me just say, man, you got some heavy features on this, man. You got some heavy features on this joint.
And the crazy part about that song, a lot of people thought that Cyrock was gonna be rhyming. She's singing on that joint.
That's right.
Which is really crazy.
Yeah.
They was looking for bars, and then she came with I'ma sing. You know what I'm saying? With the God.
Yo, so again, Soul Messiah the scientist. We had something, and he like, yo, shh. It's so good to be in the automobile. I'll say this: it's so good to be in the automobile where I don't have to drive every mile. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that.
God said, yo, we got gas in the car. We gonna ride. So we
Let's
ride.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ride and we both, you know, direction. But that song Pheromones, it's just it's a blend of experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's a blend of experiences for without, like, you know, I took something from when I was in Louisiana one time, Baton Rouge to be exact. And I took something from when I was in Seattle one time, and took something from when I was in Canada one time, and just, so, you know, as you travel the globe, man, the science of magnetism, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you track some beautiful women sometimes, you know, and that's what the science of that's about. Shout out to Lord's Son too, man.
Yeah, peace. Number 12, we got Poor Billy.
Not many people be building on this. He's one of the few who builds on school shootings. You don't never hear about the plight of the youth.
That's right.
And the stuff that they deal with. But build on what that's about, God.
Break it down.
Mental health awareness.
Word.
And with anything, I was taught in my science, like, yo, if you solving anything or you are approaching anything, make sure you deal with the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. You know what I'm saying? And in these school shootings, I don't think they ever deal with the 5 W's, the simplicity of it. How did he get to the point where this person is licking off in the school? 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade. They got all types of weapons in the school busting off. What pushed him to do such? That didn't start yesterday. That's a buildup of different things. So I strive to, in a song, you only got 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So I got to compress all that the best way I can. And again, the maestro, man, like orchestrating the situation, he gave me the canvas. And I was like, damn, when I first got the beat, I was like, where am, and it just so happened that when I was listening to the beat, the Tell Live Vision came on Channel 7, another shooting in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It was in Georgia this time at the school. I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And I was just like, I just wrote Poor Billy on my page. I don't know why I wrote that. I just wrote Poor, and then the download started, and then there it was. Shout out to Soul Messiah, because that beat is that's the only thing that could be said on that beat, right, Lord? Like,
indeed. What else would you say? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm glad you broke that down, man, because a big part of this podcast right here is health and wellness. We deal a lot with that, the holistic plant-based lifestyle, all that, and definitely mental health, man, is definitely a huge part of that. And like you said, we're not talking about this enough. We need to be on it because it's affecting our people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Affecting our people, and we need to be on it without a doubt. So appreciate that one.
Thank y'all for tapping in. A lot of love for that one.
No doubt. Yeah. 13, we got Save the Babies.
Save the Babies. Another Soul Messiah missile, man. Like, for me, it was just a hook. It was just a hook that I was like, yo, I'm sorry, we in the hood. So so like when I wrote the song, I couldn't even say anything but that, because it was just about a testament of like a ode to how I felt about what was going on in the world, and how I seen those things. And the beat, the beat is self-explanatory.
No doubt.
That's the God right there. That brother could tell you about the beat.
Killing it.
Yeah, that joint is it's different. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I like to say I pride myself on doing music that you wouldn't normally hear in hip hop. Like, I like music, so I will primarily not be listening to hip hop. I just listen to music. I love Stevie Wonder, like that's the God, literally. You know what I'm saying? Prince, you know what I mean? And a lot of the older cats, all of the elders. I love good old music, so I try to model what I do with hip hop off of old music. Or if I'm sampling, I'm grabbing some old obscure shit, or I'm grabbing some rock out of Europe. You know what I'm saying? So like just some 60s, 70s wild sounds, and then flip it and put my own self-style wisdom on it. And it just, what he brought back to that, I didn't expect that either. I would say, like, every song he sent back, I didn't expect him to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said, when people listen to it, they see, like, this is something different. You know what I mean? That's the reason so many people are into it. It's just different. Yeah. But it's a vibe, but it's all melodic and it's all soulful. That's my thing. It's always going to be melodic. It's always going to be soulful. So an R&B artist might be able to sing to it, but an MC can also spit. But it's going to have that vibe, though. Word
up. Appreciate that. 14, we got the Essentials.
Man, it's self-explanatory, man. Like, to me, the two things that was essential, they always talk about what's essential in life, food, clothing, and shelter. But love is essential too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to express. So, I was talking about being with the original woman, the love that she gives, to push you into the world. When you go out into the world, you got a lot of adversity and different things that's approach you in one way or another. But the original woman's love, that keeps you strong. That'll bring you back home too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get back home to my queen. And that's an essential mindset and thinking. And then the first part, I was just talking about how it's essential for us to change our way of thinking, how to have a progressive mindset, even about the way we eat. The way we eat is essential. You know what I'm saying? Like, praise the farmers, praise the black farmers. We never get a lot of recognition in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right.
People think that there's only a certain type of farmer in the planet. Like, there's all ethnicities as farmers. You know what I mean? And the beat, Soul Messiah, man. What else can I say, B?
Yeah, that beat sounded like, and he hit it right on the head, because it sounded like you walking through an abundant farm. You know what I mean? Like with mad veggies over here and livestock. It sounds like nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes sense for him to build on the black woman, because it sounds like the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's an amazing song.
That's fine. And last track, number 15, The Makers, featuring Napoleon the Legend.
I would definitely say that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
That's definitely one of my favorites, one of my comrade. You know, like I was telling you, Ghost in My Head was definitely probably the hardest to record because of the pain out, you know, that fresh wounds. But The Makers was probably one of my favorite because Napoleon and I have a ill ass chemistry too. Like that's my bro right there. You know what I'm saying? I respect his work, his perspective, his voice, his cadence, and man, that's just two brothers like we sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like we showing brother like what? It's just that's really a dart. That's what you call dart right there. We're getting busy. And the beat is insane. The beat is insane. What a way to end the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sai could tell you more about it. He put the cuts in like.
Yeah, that joint, like I like to use cuts on hooks. We don't really do that no more in hip hop. If you notice, DJs don't really be doing cuts on records. But I like to, like Jam Master Jay used to be like, they'd be like, Jam Master Jay, you don't talk much. The brother used to say, I talk with my hands. I always thought that was mad dope. So I pride myself on that. Talk with my hands. But I like to take collages of what other dope MCs have said and cut it in to make a whole paragraph. You know what I mean? So you're going to get a statement in these cuts. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love Primo. Primo does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But in this, I mean, look, I'm a contemporary to these brothers. I'm an old man. I've been out here since the 80s doing this. And the reality is, it's just not coming to fruition with conscious MCs get good cuts, dope beats. You know what I mean? Just hard music. And Napoleon is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it just made sense. The chemistry was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I know people are loving that joint.
Word up. It sounds perfect, without a doubt. Yeah, I love cuts, man, and hooks as well. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the joints, all that, man. That's hip hop, man, you know. Let me ask y'all this, because you know, people just see the finished product, you know what I mean? But how did this one go as far as was there some tracks that you wasn't sure maybe they wasn't gonna make the cut? You want to, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me a little bit about the process as far as that, you know what I mean? Because I know that as artists, sometimes it's difficult to put out the finished product.
Well, you know, I can't even say that was difficult. One thing I'll say about that brother is when I say, yo, I got an idea, he said he got an idea, it just comes together. It's not many throwaways we got. If it is, it's gonna be for the next project. You know what I'm saying? Like we professionals. Like we're not really playing with it. Every time he opened his mouth, he's saying something, and that's important. So it's not a whole bunch of stuff left on the cutting floor. And like I said, if it is, it ain't on the floor. It's on the desk, and we're gonna put it out. So like I don't really do throwaways. I don't think he does either, but I let him build on that.
You know, I mean, A alike, B alike, C alike, God. You know what I'm saying? Like the God just told you what it was. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely no garbage. You know what I mean? Everything is high level, upper room darts, man. So it's like he said, nothing's on the ground. Everything's right on the desk. Okay, we're gonna save this missile for that. You know what I mean? The creative process is beautiful working with this brother. Straight like that. Eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then like with me, I travel a lot, right? I be all around the world. So basically I was traveling around the world. Boom, send him out a track, come home. He got the track already ready. And when I get it, I put the cuts on it, mix it, and get it in the can. You know what I mean? So we literally, that album was created everywhere. From Peru to, I was in Peru, I was in Mexico, I was everywhere. And I was recording. It didn't take that long either. And it would have been shorter, but I was traveling so much. You know what I'm saying?
Was you getting things back and mixing right away, or how did that?
Yep. I mix right away. Yep.
Okay.
Right away.
As soon as you get the vocals down, you come through, start working on it. That's fine.
Yep. I get it tight. Because I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a long time. Longer than most cats is. Like I said, I might look a little young. Dude, I've been doing this for a long time, and I didn't do it in the closet. You know how people like in my room working on it. No, I was grown in 1987 putting out records. And And most people that was with me at that time, they quit. They stopped. Me, I kept going. You know what I mean? And I've never stopped. And so when I, like I said, when I meet, I don't work with a lot of people. I work with my earth, and that's about it. Before that, I worked with a lot of people. I just stopped for the last 15 years and just been putting out music with Cyrock. But the reality is, when I met him, I was like, yo, he opened the door, just letting you know. And people are starting to see it. He opened the door when it comes to what I'm doing creatively. And we got a whole clan coming behind us. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to bring back God Hop, which is what they call hip hop.
Absolutely.
That's fine, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, Eloh told us a little bit, you know, a couple of his tracks. If you had to pick a couple of your favorites on this.
It would be God Maneuvers, Black Prodigy, Kick Up, and The Makers.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, but let me say this. I love the intro because I get to do it. He just let me do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? The intro is just cuts. I just went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that video is a cinematic. You know what I'm saying? It's me. If anybody want to know who I am, look at the video for 93 million miles. It says it all. The cuts. I was speaking through them cuts, through those words. So people will see, go back and listen to it, and you'll see, like, oh, wow, what was he saying? Oh, he was saying a lot. I was building, I was giving science. I was doing a supreme math. I was giving it 12 joules. I had the whole thing that I was giving. And I'm universal. So you'll hear me speak on universal math and 5% speak, but I'm universal. So you're going to hear everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tommy Nova. Shout out to Tommy Nova too, man.
Yeah, the video was shot by Tommy Nova. It's crazy, same cat that shot the Darth Vader joint. But yeah, we got a nice crew of strong individuals that's creating art, man, around us, and we're just all collaborating and building right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We was talking about God Maneuver before you came on, you know, and just the chemistry that Science of Life and Eloh Kush have, you know, and how you switch the beat on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had to switch it up.
You switched the beat on them, but I know I mean, listening to what you've been dropping, you know, before this, and I know you do that. You get other, you know, lyrics from over here, put the music over here, so it just fits in perfectly, man. So talk about that, man. How'd you?
Like with me, man, I believe in the science of remixes, or in the science of, you might put on some fresh beats, and then, you know what, I feel this now. You know what I'm saying? Until it comes to the final product. But I build worlds with music. That's how I see it. I'm building worlds. And that sometimes you might have to switch it up and cater it even more. And it's funny because that beat, a lot of us have sampled that, but that's like a classic sample. Most people know it because of Dilla, but it's a dope old record. You know what I mean? Them horns. And it's just beautiful, man. It's a beautiful.
It is.
Horn lick, and I was like, yo, I've used it before, but I didn't get to use it on MCs. I always just had the beats that I would flip that. So I said, I'm on 2024, flip that and see where I'm at with it. I'm 54 years old. Let's see what I do this time and put it with their vocals, and that's what came out. You know, I love it, man.
No doubt. You know, this one is special, man. Darth Vader. Definitely encourage everybody to go cop it. I'm gonna put the link down in the description. Everybody go get the album. Both of y'all, man. Let the listeners know, man. What's next? What's going on?
The next project. We're not stopping. We shoot it. This is called Darth Vader. We throwing darts. Build on that, God.
Yo, so you know, like I told you, divine art, righteous truth. You know what I'm saying? Vader's one that leads. The dart is what leads off. You know what I mean? And we got plenty in store. We got plenty coming. We just gonna keep adding on. You know what I'm saying? This is just the initial introduction to what Soul Messiah and I have built, or building, excuse me. And our relationship and our chemistry ain't got nothing but progressive up. You know what I'm saying? We going up. Trust me, every time, everything. There's plenty of merch. There's plenty of shows. There's everything about to happen. Everything's happening now. Pawn self. Everything's happening as we speak right now. Things that's manifesting because we're dealing with the three laws, like I told you earlier: the law of intent, the law of application, and the law of attraction. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Word up. We need that. Appreciate y'all both, man. Keeping the culture alive, and looking forward to everything y'all got going on, man, in the near future, and having y'all back on the Vader Hoops podcast as well.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
y'all, man. No doubt. Eloh Kush Soul Messiah. Peace and
Darth
respect.
Vader. Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Go get it. Go get
Darth
it. If you have
Vader.
it, go get it. Go get the merch. If you haven't got the merch, get that Darth Vader shirt. You heard?
Peace.
Indeed. Thank you, brother. Peace.
All right. That's a wrap. Much respect to the gods. Eloh Kush Sol Messiah, Darth Vader. Make sure you get the album. Click the links down in the description. Get the merch. Follow the brothers. Make sure you support that real hip hop. And speaking about support, make sure you support Black Power Media. Make sure you support Vital Hoops, because nobody's doing it like us on the real. Go to blackpowermedia.org. I appreciate you for listening, for watching. Like I said earlier, make sure you share this video, share this podcast, whether you're listening, watching, whatever, please share it. Share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Vital Hoops, for the people, by the people, for the culture. Uhuru.